the Wilson County Economic Development entity. They have demonstrated professionalism, commitment, and a clear dedication to supporting the responsible growth in Wilson County. Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Commissioners, we need to either take action or no action, or however, I'm on 16A. I think we have, Mr. Rowell, have you seen the revised contract?
Yeah, I just texted her to make sure, and yes, she's reviewed it, and
She's good?
yes, she's
Okay, all right. I'll entertain a motion on 16A. All right, I'm going to ask again, is there a motion on 16? Okay, all right.
Researching something over. Real quick, while he's researching this, and this is directly to the EDC. I think if y'all would have brought this 10 months ago and talked to the public like this, it would be way different than where we are today. I've asked several times for this to come to the court, have a meeting within the court, so people and all of our residents could understand what exactly is going on. Because when we don't communicate this stuff, this is what happens, right? So I appreciate bringing this to us finally and going from there, as well as the brief we got the other day. So there are good things. We do want people to actually work from our county within our county. We do want to do that. We have problems with infrastructure. We have schools that are full, we can't do nothing with. So if we're doing good things like that, that's great. Lissy and Eccles down there, I see something about the yeast project that y'all could be bringing in, right? That could definitely help our people down there in Poth at Lissy and Eccles. These are good things that y'all can bring in. That's what the community wants, is good growth, not just something that's going to come in and fail within the next 5 years. They don't want that. I'm going to get in trouble for this. We don't need another car wash, I promise you. We got plenty within this county. But that's what these people don't want.
Let me just comment on that company you talked about. They have their byproduct can be used in fertilizers. So that's, I wanted to comment.
Yes.
To mention that. And from that particular yeast process, that's a byproduct that could be used for fertilizer.
So Lubyansky can help with that as well. But that's what we want within this county. I've listened to these people.
Okay, so my suggestion, I never got a chance to talk to Evelyn to find out why she wants to leave the compensation at a fixed number. So if you look at paragraph E9, page 3, it says that when they submit their annual work plan, one of the things they're going to do is provide us their budget request for renewal, which means that they would make an ask of whatever it is that they feel that they need for that year. Now, this contract fixes it at $100,000. And it also says that we shall pay. And I don't think that's what we want. I think we want the ability to change. If something happens and we have a budget shortfall, revenues start falling off for some reason, we kind of want to reserve the right to execute changes across the board. So I would I would recommend that we change that language to, that the Economic Development Commission would be paid up to, may be paid up to the maximum that we budget each year. And then, because they got to ask us or tell us they're going to renew each year, and then we need to do that. That's my biggest thing about this, moving forward, to try to help eliminate any confusion in the future, because otherwise we're guaranteeing that we're going to budget $100,000 every year.
He's talking about this contract as of today, shall pay. That's one thing I have a problem with as well. Shall pay.
Okay, so do we need to do a revision on the,
What are you asking, Commissioner, so we can move on?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to Mr. Rao, but I know Miss Evelyn's been working on this, so whatever you think, or if you think you can make it right quick.
They have their counsel. Do you want to come up, sir?
Judge Dan Santee, Denton Navarro, Rodriguez, Bernal, Santee, and Zeg, legal counsel for Wilson County Economic Development Corp. Also for the city of Poth, the city of Lavernia, the Lavernia MDD, the city of Stockdale, and the Stockdale ADC. So pretty much have it covered. As far as the wording, there's two things I want to point out. So even though they're fairly new and we don't have any outstanding grants now, having a known amount of funding is critical, because if we're the difference maker and extending a grant to somebody who's going to locate here, we have to know that those funds are going to be available. We have to be able to encumber those funds. So if we encumber funds and you decide that, well, we're going to have a shortfall, so we're going to take this money back, that leaves the EDC in that situation. The other part of it is it's an annual contract. So if you don't want to budget $100,000, you control that. You control that this afternoon if you fund it over the next year.
Right, and that's the whole point, it's changing the clause, because, I mean, we did budget $100,000 for this year, but we didn't really get a clause in there, I don't think, that just kind of says how it's determined what's going to be put in there next year. I understand what you're saying. That might be a special ask, but I think in terms of a, I guess, forever contract, as I call them, it needs to be a little more descriptive of what's budgeted. Now, there's never, remember, we're a county government, so we're not bound to pay anybody. If our budget has to change to do something else, we can do that, okay? Now, I was expecting that instance that you would come to us and say, hey, we got this grant, we need a match or something. You know, it's the end of the year, we've paid our bills and we don't have enough money to cover it. That's a different issue. I don't know, that, you got comments, Charles?
So often for my municipal clients, I mean, we'll add a phrase that says subject to availability or subject to appropriation.
Yeah.
And if you want to add that, I mean, I don't have any objection to that. That was not requested by your legal counsel.
Well, she should have requested that.
We'll-
I wrote
we'll
it
add
down like
that.
3 times.
Yeah, subject to appropriation, yeah.
Also, we did add the Section 4 indemnity A
Yes, sir.
clause in. I'm reading it right now.
Correct.
Okay.
Counselor, you want, I'll let you, he's writing this, then then we ought to let you look at it and see.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's not a problem.
You can come up here if you want to, and look over his shoulder, if he can read his writing. But you guys all write terrible, so. I want to read that to the rest of it.
So the sentence now reads, the county shall pay to WCEDC a total maximum sum of $100,000, subject to appropriation by Commissioners Court specifically appropriated for this agreement. So in other words, the $100,000 is subject to your making the actual appropriation for it. So if you make appropriation for 50, well, then that's what it will be.
Okay, so are you wanting to put that in a motion, or you want to, what, I'm not sure what.
I would say you want to, if you all are going to approve the contract, then you're going to want to make a motion to approve it subject to that amendment.
Okay, very good.
And it's not written here, but that's the 2025, 2026 contract.
But it's a recurring contract, so yes, but it's a 2025 when it starts, I believe.
Well, but A and C are two different contracts.
We have to bring another contract.
A and C are two different contracts.
One's 25, 26.
One's for 26, 27.
Where are you?
A is 25, 26.
26, right. That's correct.
C is 26, 27.
Well, it would have to be the same
And
language.
C will mimic A. It will be the same contract.
Well, I mean, because what this agreement does, again, as I pointed out, under E in their annual work plan, they need to submit for it to us. One of the things that they need to do is give us a budget request for next year. That was the whole point of making that work plan due in June. We get an update from them, we get their budget request. So I think that step, since we got a little bit out of sequence here, that step still needs to be done this year to help determine what that budget request is.
Okay, what's,
If I could-
And they did.
go ahead, sir, go ahead, Mr.
So because it was late in the year and you were going into your budget discussions or you're about to set your budget, rather than have two separate contracts, the initial contract was just written so that the same terms could apply for a second year if you so chose, like if you approved the contract. Because it's separate funding, two separate funding years, that's why it's on the agenda two times. But it won't be a separate contract. We can use this same contract. And it's not intended to be a recurring contract. It's going to, automatically happen every year. It is every year subject to the appropriation approval. And as you indicated, subject to that work plan and everything that we're required under the contract to bring to the court in advance of those decisions.
Well, that would simplify it if we did that. Okay, hope y'all can remember the changes on that. I'll entertain a motion.
But are we sure that's what we're setting for next year, for 26, 27?
Well, we haven't got there.
We hadn't gotten to that yet,
Language is what I'm getting at.
Say your question again?
It's just the language. If this is 25, 26 for that one,
Change it over.
6, 27, we don't know what their budget is right now. That's what I'm getting at.
They can come back in 2 weeks, I guess, and
Yeah.
request it. Give us the annual work plan and give us their budget request. Is that workable?
That's,
Right. We had budget hearings, they gave us their budget.
They did.
Oh, that's right.
but we have a budget hearing this afternoon that could change.
And
That's what I'm getting at.
I tell you what, after we close court, can you bring us a couple?
Yeah.
So I'll make a motion to approve the contract between Wilson County and the Wilson County Economic Development Corporation with the change recommended by council, which is that the money being appropriated is subject to appropriation by Commissioners Court.
second.
Yeah. Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Aiken. We have any other discussion regarding 16A? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. We now move to item B, discuss and take action to approve appropriating the remaining funds approved by Wilson County Commissioners Court in fiscal year 2025-2026 budget.
Do you have any
What's that?
comments on?
So they've been issued 50,000, they have asked
Do y'all know what the remainder,
the remainder of it.
what is it?
It's actually less than that.
It's,
I believe there was and let me see if I stick it in
50,000
there.
was first.
It's
In addition. Of their books.
Yeah, just, cause see, there's that one. Is there two sheets here?
That sheet.
There should be two sheets. What we just looked at. January through June of 26, we need to look at the August through
Showing 6352, 25,000.
25 and it's 52. So it's 56,000. Yeah.
What,
Your detail that you gave for 2025 shows from Wilson County allocation, $6,352.00. And then it shows another deposit made November of 25,000.
yeah, so there was two $25,000 disbursements. Prior to that, there was a disbursement of 6,000, whatever that,
$352
correct.
from county, but from the budgeted number, or was that something
Well, I
else?
don't know. I don't know where the original 6,500 and something.
6352.
I don't know what part of the county deal it came from.
Shorts and so forth, that was done last summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that
So
was referring to.
that was some startup
It was done prior to
we had
budget year.
with the website, et cetera. That was in the summer months. That would have been occurring, I guess, under the prior budget period. And then the 50,000 would have started post October 1. So we didn't get the 50,000 until after October
This year.
of 2025.
But this says, yeah, it was in August, and I'm not sure why.
August
because-
20th. What it's showing us.
Yeah,
Well, the 25,000 doesn't show up till November, and then the next 25,000
but,
showed up in April.
That's what,
but what I'm wondering is why there was a distribution that, in that August timeframe.
That was some monies requested individually and went toward, I can't remember what some of the expenses were, but it was for some of the
I was guessing it was probably website.
website design,
Right.
because we did have an initial down payment of the website design. But that would have been prior to that 25-26 fiscal year.
Right. So, yeah, she's got to look and figure out where it came from.
Mr. Talley, while we're on that subject, are you getting members paying in right now?
Yes, we are.
Okay,
So in addition to the monies that we had from the county, we had collected, I want to say it was almost 30,000. And then we just received 2 new members literally in the mail last week that amounted to 3,000. So all of these organizations, do raise money from private memberships. And Bernie, Medina County, I know I keep mentioning those, but Greater SATX, they do the same thing. So ultimately, our goal would love to be in a position to where we have more private dollars coming in than we ever have county dollars coming in. But this is a benefit for our county. And so I suspect that we'll always probably have some buy-in or investment or partnership with the county, because, that's the whole point of this organization, is do the work as economic development folks. So that is starting to get more steam. It just takes time, you know, and that's why we needed seed money from the county so we could get that process going.
Yeah.
Try to collect more of those private dollars. But each of the community meetings that we've had good turnouts. We've had community meetings in Stockdale, Floresville, Livonia, and Poth. Have all been received very well and actually excited about the concept, and in many cases said a breath of fresh air because they feel like the county needs this.
Okay. Is there anybody else from the other cities that are participating that want to come up and talk? Livonia, Poth? I hate to put you on the spot. Sorry, Ms.
City of
Wheeler.
Poth is here.
Hi, Mayor. Come on up.
Commissioners. Poth has participated. We went to the council. The council was interested in being represented through this. And through our legal, we've learned that we needed to have a contract because you can't just use public money.
Correct.
So we came up with a contract. I think it's called a 380. 380. And came to agreement, and we paid our membership. And so we'll just see how they help us. We agree that countywide is a good thing for all of us. And so our council was very gung-ho into to participate. So we're happy with it.
Very good. Well, thank you, Mayor. Appreciate it. Livonia? Ms. Wheeler, I hate to put you on the spot. You good? Okay, good.
I'd like to address something. I'm James Frazier, and full disclosure, I am a member and a contributor to this organization. And I've lived here, I'm a fourth-generation cattle rancher, businessman. We need this. We're in the infancy of this right now. It takes money to make money. It does. And none of us are being paid to do this. I mean, yes, we need an employee to help us get grants and things like that. But you have my solemn word that you will not regret funding us because this county needs us. We need to grow, but we need to grow responsibly. And I'm definitely interested in a legacy in this, for this county, to leave something behind for our children and our children's children. We're not going to stop development. I can tell y'all for sure. I can remember when 181 was 2 lanes, and the only thing you stopped for is a cow crossing the road. And now look at it. And the only way that this is going to happen is people that are interested in bringing infrastructure, jobs, and opportunities to our community. And I think that this is a necessary expenditure. And help us get this off the ground, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to just add real quick, every one of our board members have invested money in this organization. And so we're at a point now that the renewals are coming up, and we're going to have to ante up again. And so we have all become members of the organization and pay money. So I just wanted to make sure you understood that too.
Thank you, Mr. Allen. All right, did we come up with a number yet? Okay.
And we budgeted 100,000 in
This upcoming 26, 27,
Oh,
it's in here.
we.
This current year, it's already been budgeted, yes. All right, Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion on 16B.
Make a motion that we provide the additional $50,000 that we budgeted for the Wilson County Economic Development Corporation.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Aiken, second by Commissioner Paradola. Is there any other discussion regarding this agenda item 16B?
Yes.
Okay.
What is this 50,000 going to be used for? If this goes through, what is this 50,000 going to be used for within the next month and week?
Well, it's going to be used for operating. There's operating expenses for organizations like this, marketing. There's different entities that you can subscribe to that help market the organization, so those are expenses. You constantly have website updates, expenses like that. We have a paid person, and that is really the key to what we're really doing out there, because we have boots on the ground. Without boots on the ground, we really can't be that effective. And so meeting with those prospects, entertaining where we need to, coordinate, collaborate, and, that's just the main expense there, of course, is just paying somebody to do some of that work. But we still have insurance-related costs. We have basic operation costs. We put on those community meetings. Once again, in the contract, the statute requires that the money be separated. And so we intend on opening a separate account. And so anytime we have a transfer to the general account to write a check, whatever, for those expenses, then of course it will be separate. So that way, if I was ever asked by any of the commissioners, by the judge, how much is in that account, we would know right then and there. And we have great minutes. We have great financials. Ken does a good job taking care of our financials. And we have 2 signatures on our checks. So each time we disperse something, it's signed by 2 board members.
To be clear, your intent is not to try to use the full amount of the money. We did not, the last time you asked for the $25,000 payment, which obviously was happening every quarter, or más y más, we didn't give you that third installment because we need to deal with the contractual issue at hand.
Correct.
And it has taken this long to get to the point for us to deal with the contractual issue at hand.
Right.
And so, want to make that abundantly clear to the public that this isn't like giving you a blank check and y'all are about to have a big party over the next 6 weeks.
We've been very,
This is a matter of honoring what
We're on a fiscal year, or we're on a calendar year, not a fiscal year.
you're on a calendar year.
We're on a calendar year. We still have another full quarter, and we've been operating at a quarter out of our funds. So, yeah, we're reaching a point where we're going to need additional funding to continue.
And the hope and desire is exactly what was stated. Eventually, we'd like to not fund at all
Our whole plan.
because you get enough membership to be able to take and see that this is the best interest, and then we can,
Yes, sir. And when
Stop.
we submitted originally, we were looking for 3 years of funding to give us the appropriate time to build our membership and grow the organization so that we're not a burden to the county. That we actually become an asset of the county. We don't want to remain dependent upon the county to fund our operations. That's a temporary process as we build this up.
you'll be held to that, I'm sure.
Sure.
I think you'll do fine. I think the question they want to ask, or maybe 1 or 2 of the commissioners, is that if some of that goes to the salary. Well, of course, it has to help the health. Do you charge this corporation for your CPA services?
No, sir.
All right, that's what I want to know.
I do it all.
Would be very expensive, would not?
Yes, it would.
All right. We also give money every year to our Child Advocacy Center, which the money goes to pay for interview services for contractors and also employees. So it's, we do help other nonprofits here. So, okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion on agenda item number 16B? Hearing none, I'm going to call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it. Motion passes. Now, my question here, Mr. Rowell, have we decided on, instead of going to C, we should come back every year, correct? And not worry about that?
I believe so, yeah. If it's a contract that's, and again, I'm coming at this from the back end, but if it's a contract that's renewed every year, then that needs to wait. till you
Yeah,
appropriate
so what
the
we
money.
need to do is come back again to another court after we finish our budget hearings to see
Yes.
if we have the appropriate funds, and then we present with another 26, 27.
Yes, which may look almost identical to that,
Yes.
but, yeah.
Okay. So, we just take no action. Go ahead, Commissioner.
We don't really need to come back in a separate session. If we put it in the budget, we put it in the budget, right? It's in the budget.
Yes, it's in the budget, but probably to renew the contract.
Renew the contract, correct.
The contract, and that's my fault, I'm used to looking at these things as being continually renewed, but I believe council stated it's not continually renewed, and so, and that's why I shouldn't be commenting on something somebody else reviewed, but, so if it's not continually reviewed, y'all can appropriate the money, but you're still gonna have to come back and approve a contract, which my guess will be, it'll look very similar to that unless your number changes.
So it's really to approve the contract.
Yes, exactly, not the budget part.
Okay. All right, so we'll take no action on C till we finish with our budget here and see where we're at on that. We good? Okay. I have all the confidence you guys are going to be successful. Y'all have done a great job. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you very much. I know you put a lot of work into it. So, all right, we move to agenda item number 17. We have Olga Marrero, Elections Administrator. Discuss and take action on the approval of the order of election for November general election for county officers.
Hey, Judge, Commissioners, I'm here to request the approval of the order of election. So November, the general election for the county officers. An election is hereby ordered to be held on November the 3rd, 2026 in Wilson County, Texas, for the purpose of electing the following county and precinct officers as required by Article 16, Section 65 of the Texas Constitution. We have the county judge, district clerk, county treasurer, county commissioner precinct 2, county commissioner precinct 4, justice of the peace precinct 1, justice of the peace precinct 2, justice of the peace precinct 3, justice of the peace precinct 4. Early voting by appearance will be conducted each weekday at the Wilson County Elections Office on 1103 4th Street. Monday, October the 19th, Friday through October the 23rd from 8 to 5. On Saturday, October the 24th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday, October the 25th from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. On Monday, October the 26th, Friday, October the 30th through October the 30th from 7 to 7. We have an early branch, which will be Livonia Church of Christ, 131 Industrial Drive. The hours are Monday, October the 19th through Friday, October the 23rd from 8 to 5. Saturday, October the 24th from 8 a.m. to 5. Sunday, October 25th from 1 to 7. And Monday, October 26th through October 30th from 8 to 5. The applications by mail can be emailed to our office or P.O. Box 188, Floresville. The applications for ballot by mail must be received no later than the closing business on Friday, the 23rd, 2026. And your federal FPCA applications are also to be closed on October the 23rd of 2026.
Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion on 17A.
Make a motion to approve the order of elections in November general election for county officers.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Martin. Any other discussion regarding this agenda item 17A? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. We move to 17B, discuss and take action on the approval of the order of appointment for election judges and alternates.
Okay, we have the judges, Anna Willis, Jennifer Murillo, Dorothy Pantuso, Linda Knoll, Irvin Bertlin, Mark Burris, Jenny Wolple, Lena Shelby, Brad Chandler, Ronald Valtrick, Virginia Gloka, Robert Newenbar, And for our board ballots, we have Cynthia Burton and Irma Garcia. For the alternate judges, we have Tim Hicks, Claudia Berman, Elaine Dolney, Gracie Solis, Josefa Fuller, Michelle Moffett, Pam Shaw, Julie Luke, Carrie Matula, Timothy Phillips, Don Phillips, and David Walter.
Commissioners, entertain a motion on 17B.
I'll make a motion to approve the order of appointment for election judges and alternates.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner King. Do we have any other discussion regarding this agenda item 17B? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Commissioners, if you don't mind, I'd like to take about a 5-minute recess. We've been at it for a while.
Thank you.
You want 10, sir? Okay, you're older, we'll do that. So we're gonna recess for 10 minutes. It's 12:34.
What time was the meeting this afternoon? Was it 1 or 1:30?
When I check, I think it's 1:30. It was 1:30, so we'll have to move along pretty quick.
Yeah.
mics aren't hot.
Good now?
Oh, there it is. All right. 12:44, we're back in regular session, and we left off at,
They can go that way. Gary, sign it whenever you get there.
yeah, we left off at agenda item 18, is that correct? Yes. So Ray Areta, our Veterans Service Officer, discussed take action on the approval for updated TVC funds for Veterans Assistance Grant policies and application for the new grant 2627.
Yes, Judge, so we brought this to the court previously to accept the funds. Now we're asking the court to accept or to approve our new application, our revised application, and our new policies. Now, Texas Veterans Commission already gives us parameters for this grant. Internally, we have regulated it more this go around so that way we can help more constituents within our county. I want to highlight the hard work that this has taken to be successful in its first year. And it's happened through multiple departments, not just the Veterans Department, but I want to highlight the Treasury Department, highlight the Auditor Department, and especially our employee in our department, Miss Christine Jones. She's been, God said, I say, we found her right place for her giving or coordinating the grant. So I just want to say thank you to her for that. I also want to highlight, Judge, that going in to reapply for this grant, it's a pretty competitive grant. I'm just glad we're able to secure it for 1 year, but not just 1 year, but 2 years now. The next time we apply for this grant, which I'll bring to the court for that approval, is going to be for 2 years. Now, we've seen that the funds that we've been approved for, which this year it's going to be $214,000, $1,000 less than last year. We're using that funds pretty easily, and we have a lot of people coming to us for that assistance. So we are looking at the future to expand how much we're going to ask for. But for today, it's just what the $214,000 and approving our internal policies and application for that grant.
Okay. So Ray, remind me, this is not what we approved last court that I had to sign again just recently that came down?
It is the same thing, Judge, that it's the same grant, but these are just our internal policies
Got it.
and
Okay.
applications. So this is something different too.
Okay, so we did approve for me to sign it, and I did sign it for you Friday?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion on agenda item number 18.
I'll make a motion to approve the updated TVC funds for Veterans Assistance Grant policies and application for the new grant year of 2627.
Second.
Is that Commissioner Aiken? Oh, Perdola, I'm sorry. All right, motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. Any other discussion regarding agenda item number 18? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. We move to agenda item number 19. We have Carl Fowler, our fire marshal, discuss, take action on placing Wilson County in a 90-day burn ban. All right, Marshal, you have the floor.
Hi, Judge, Court, thank you. Obviously, you guys, we had a lot of rain. The KBDI went down to just above 100 for a while. Was good for us burning, but had a great increase in grass fires. It's been drying out a lot. We're currently maxing out at 644 as our high for the day. TFS recommends 600, putting a ban in place. I see us with the forecast hitting 700, before the end of the month. So we're going to be in more fire danger as this progresses.
Okay, so we would do it for 90 days, but if we get a heavy rainfall between now and then, we can always come back and
Yeah, we
suspend
can do another session and we can terminate the burn ban whenever you guys see fit.
Okay.
I make a motion to place Wilson County in a 90-day burn ban.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Martin. Any other discussion regarding agenda item number 19? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, the motion passes. Sheriff, you make sure that your officers know that, right? Okay, all right, thank you. All right, we have our fire marshal again, Carl Fowler, discuss only adoption of IFC building code for Wilson County.
Yeah, I wanted to open up discussion with you guys kind of see some things that maybe I need to present to entertain the idea of adopting building code to accompany our fire code. Essentially, we've taken an important step towards protecting the public by adopting the IFC, the fire code. The next logical step is to ensure that the buildings being constructed within our community are also subject to a comprehensive building code. The IFC and the IBC, International Building Code, they're not redundant. They address different things, right? The fire code addresses the suppression system, the alarm, the things that go into protecting the occupants of that building. The building code more goes into the construction facets of that building. Is it going to hold up to the fire that we're projecting while we're giving them sprinklers? Right? Is that building going to collapse? Is it going to make it safer for our responders going in? The fire protection systems that we require now at the fire marshal's office are one part of the building's overall safety. The building's occupancy classification, construction type, structural fire resistance, firewalls, allowable size and height, all those come from building code. Fire code does reference some of those, but there is a gap in protection without the building code in place. So you guys being the commissioners, we have legal here. I don't know what I need to present to start this as a discussion to start moving forward with that.
Are you interested in adopting the entire IBC?
Just like as we did the fire code, yeah. We adopted the entirety, although not of it is applicable, right? But just as is, we're not rewriting it, not reinventing the wheel. I just kind of want to get it to complement our fire code that we already have in place.
Because I guess the electric is separate.
It's part of building code.
Or is it part of that one now?
It is.
Okay.
Electric, HVAC, battery storage systems.
Okay.
All those items. I wrote kind of something on that. We're experiencing continued commercial and industrial developments. Among the types of developments that may come to the region are large-scale data centers, which we're experiencing, and other highly specialized facilities. So the building code will help accommodate for the very large buildings, building footprints, extremely high electrical demand, large electrical distribution systems, emergency generators, fuel storage, BESS, battery energy storage systems, sophisticated cooling and mechanical systems, high-value electronic equipment, and some of that stuff does require specialized fire detection and suppression systems. ICC does recognize that data centers present a unique building safety consideration involving areas such as egress, fire protection, some of those things I went over already. These facilities demonstrate why our community should have a comprehensive building safety framework before major development occurs, rather than attempting to address unique construction issues after a project has already been designed or constructed. It's not just about data centers. The need kind of exists regardless whether another data center is ever constructed. Every commercial building benefits from having a clear and consistent standard governing its design and construction. That's retail stores, restaurants, all those items. Like I said, currently I've noticed doing these inspections and some of these projects we've had that there is a gap in some things that we're missing.
And that's something we just got done with the EDC. That's something that they need to follow, whenever we bring that all that's helping and protecting our citizens.
But who's going to do all the plan review for that?
That goes through my office as well. It's extra. I'm asking for extra work, I guess you could say. But it's
Well, I guess my question is, are you qualified to do it then?
yes, and
Okay.
any of the items that we aren't qualified to do, I think the first center went to Bureau Veritas for review. It came right back because we didn't have building code. The fire code is very minimal on some of those outdoor systems. But the building code will help kind of capture some of those items that I currently don't have purview over.
Okay.
But again, I don't know what I need to you guys to start looking at and start doing discussions.
Probably want to take a look. We want to take a look and make sure that's something we can regulate. Our ability to regulate is fairly limited, but I can get with you and see what it requires and what we're allowed to do, and then come back and give you a more concrete proposal.
Sure. Y'all have any other questions regarding building code? Why I'm looking at getting that adopted?
No, I think it's a great idea. Just need to start with legal and see how they want to manage it through the system to get it back to us for approval.
Yeah.
Okay. If any of y'all develop any questions after this, I kind of wanted to plant that seed. Feel free to email me, call me up, because I want to be able to answer all those questions so I don't waste y'all's time in another.
Okay. Thank you, Marshall, appreciate it. Agenda item number 21, Ms. Lou Serato, Permitting and Development Director. 21A, Utility Permit. A1, Permit 904, Sunco Water Supply Corporation Precinct, is that 2 or 3? 2. Okay.
Precinct 2.
We have 32 precincts, all right. Precinct 2, County Road 226, review and approve.
This has been submitted to the commissioner for review.
I've been out there, I looked at it, so, make motion to approve permit 904 for Sunco Water to provide this water tap.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. Any other discussion regarding 21A1? Hear none, call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. We move to 21B, subdivision, the Ravine 1, discuss and take action to approve final plat.
Yes, this was brought before Commissioners Court last time, and no action was taken. They were still pending signing the paperwork for ownership of the property. They have signed now. This will be a private subdivision that will be located behind Whitty's Restaurant, 68 lots, and it will be private. The
Would that be
engineer
Mr. Bagg that you
developers-
brought it last time? That's it? Okay, gotcha, all right. All right, I'll call,
He has the Mylars if you want to take a look at them.
I'm sorry. All right. I'll entertain a motion on 21B1.
I'll make a motion to approve the final plat on the Ravine subdivision.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Perdola, seconded by Commissioner Aiken. Is there any other discussion regarding 21B1? Hear none, call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Move to item 22, Jim Stewart, our county sheriff, discuss and take action to authorize the Wilson County Attorney's Office to negotiate the unpaid hospital bill with Mission Trails Baptist Hospital for a previous inmate.
Yes, sir. It's a very large, I think it's 198,000, give or take.
Yeah, right there,
It's pretty high.
pretty high.
I don't have the authority to negotiate funds, so we needed to find some way to negotiate that.
Okay, we can do that.
Well, let me say this. I know Ms. Lavis has done some research. That individual does not live here, so I think according to the statute she found, it's actually Bear County's problem. So, but I guess we probably need some help from legal to push some of this forward, and I got no problem with that. Is that?
Yes, I did send an email to Evelyn and to Teresa. I sent them all of the Attorney General opinions on the situation. And so we're kind of just waiting to hear back from them to see what they advise us to do.
Like I said, I have no authority to negotiate funds, so somebody other than me is going to have to negotiate for this.
Sounds like it's at the county attorney's office now. I mean, I just asked Trent, he doesn't know, he doesn't have guidance on it at this point.
Okay, I'll need a motion for that,
I
Joe.
think Ms. Huron
He was probably working.
is working on it.
Yes, they are. They are working on it. I haven't heard the latest other than they're working on it.
Let's make it official.
Yeah, because she started it. I guess she's going to finish it. What? You don't need some more to do?
I'll make a motion to table this so it comes back on next court, so we'll have a decision.
Second.
Well,
Well, it's just authorizing them to do the negotiate.
But we don't have any guidance on it. They could have,
Well, all they're gonna do, we're giving them we're giving them the say-so to go negotiate with them.
but
We can't enter in an agreement without.
Yeah.
May not have to pay it at all, Or we may have to come back and say, okay, they disagree with us, we're about to get sued, what do you want us to do?
You want to rescind your table
I'll
motion?
rescind my motion.
And you want to make a motion?
Yeah, I guess we can do that. Make a motion to authorize Wilson County Attorney's Office to negotiate the unpaid hospital bill with Mission Trails Baptist Hospital, previous inmate.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. Any other discussion regarding agenda item number 22? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, motion passes. 23, Teresa Nettles, County Attorney, discuss take action to approve applying for SB 22 grant funds and authorize to accept SB 22 and manage grant funds if awarded based on terms of grant.
This is the rural attorney grant that was passed a few years ago, and she just needs authorization to apply for it and accept it if she's granted it, and to, divvy it out per her budget if it's approved.
Yeah, easy, we do that every year, so,
Yes.
yeah.
Just a renewal of what she probably.
Okay, entertain a motion for agenda item number 23.
Motion to approve applying for the SB 22 grant funds and authorize to accept SB 22 and manage grant funds if awarded based on terms of the grant.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Martin. Any other discussion regarding agenda item 23? Hear none, call for the vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those against, ayes have it, motion passes. We move to agenda item 24. Jim Stewart, our county sheriff, discuss and take action to approve applying for SB 22 grant funds and authorize to accept SB 22 and manage grant funds if awarded based on terms of grant. Same thing, we do it every year.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead, so the sheriff ain't gotta talk about it.
No,
Motion to approve.
I want to hear him say
applying
it.
for SB 22 grant funds. And authorize to accept SB 22 and manage grant funds if awarded based on terms of the grant.
Second.
All right, motion made by Commissioner King, second by Commissioner Martin. Any other discussion regarding agenda item 24? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, ayes have it, motion passes. Sheriff Stewart, do you have a Sheriff's Office progress report?
Should have it on your thing. I didn't print it today. It is pretty much status quo. I think the only big change, we basically are still running average. Every month is just about across the board. The only difference, 110 on the jail population to probably 125 to 128 in the last 2 weeks, and we're probably going to hold them for a while. We got 8 federal prisoners last week, so that bumped us up to that mid-120s.
All right, Commissioners, I'll give you several minutes to look over his report. I thought maybe you were going to ask for a $33 million jail like your counterpart down.
How about a $3,000 jail? More in our budget, wouldn't it?
You know they're going to build one, $33 million.
How many federal inmates can we hold? How many federal?
We hold 130 is about tops for me right now. That's just about tops. We're at 127, 128. We really can't handle any more. Right now, I think we're holding 10.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I mean, we've gone from, that jail was probably 60% full of federals to what we are today. Yeah, not hardly 10%. Just different times, I guess.
Coincidental that they had a problem at the GO.
Correct.
And they moved 8 prisoners to me from there. That's probably has something to do with that problem.
Where was that at? Down Carnes? Okay, we'll move to, thank you, Sheriff, appreciate it. Move to agenda item number 26. We have Ms. Dawn Palazzo Barnett, County Tax Assessor Collector, County Tax Assessor Collector Monthly Report. Okay, let's take a look at that. Give you a few minutes to look at that, Commissioners. Okay, we move to agenda item number 27. We have Ms. Christina Moots, County Treasurer, discuss and take action on County Treasurer's financial report.
Good afternoon. What you will see in your folder is my monthly report for July. As always, starting off showing our beginning balances with all the checking accounts, any debits, credits, and then ending balances. The CDs are listed below for those. And then our investment accounts with Tex Pool and Texas Class.